Good morning. Good morning to the smartest, most handsome, most intellectual. That's the same thing as smartest. Viewership on YouTube. Jack, Jim, Moms. What the hell's going on? MS beat the Jays 3-1 and Chiefs are up 30-17 on the Lions. I have a hard time believing that the Lions are going to lose that game, but we will see. Kind of shitty weekend for football. The Chargers barely beat the Dolphins, for fuck's sake, man. We are in trouble. We are in trouble. We're double streaming today, guys. We're also live on TikTok. Niners lost. Yeah, I lost my fantasy picks. That was one of them. I'm pretty sure there was somebody else too. I think I bet on somebody to cover the spread. They still lost. I think it was the Colts game. Weren't the Colts favored like 14.5 points or something crazy? Chargers pulled it out at least. At least my Ravens are 1-5. Yeah, and I got lucky with that game too because I started Jared Goff in my, I think it was Jared Goff, right? Ravens played the Rams, right? Ravens have given up so many points. I was like, yeah, Jared Goff's a shoo-in. He's going to get at least like 25 fantasy points. Barely. I barely won my fantasy game. So even though the Chargers are in trouble, my main fantasy league, like the prize pick'em ones that I'm in, I think I'm 5-0 now. I've won every game. Yeah, so I got lucky with that one. The other guy I was playing against like didn't fix his lineup and he had a couple players out. So I got lucky with that one. I think Jared Goff only got like 14 points or something. It was not very good. Dallas Goedert. That's who saved me. He had like a 25-point game, so that's pretty awesome. Stafford. So I've got Stafford and Jared Goff. I started Stafford. Jared Goff is Lions. Yeah, I started Stafford because the Ravens have given up so many points. Yeah, Ravens are in trouble, man, which is just crazy to me considering that team. I think big one, I think Henry's kind of on his way out. Yeah, the defense needs some help, to say the least. Oh, yeah, Lamar's out too. Injuries are crazy this year, man. So many big players are out. That Tyreek Hill, that was brutal. I watched that one live. So gross. I hate seeing injuries like that. TikTok, what's up, guys? Yeah, injuries are brutal. And dude, it's just like the Chargers every year, man. It's like, okay, we got a pretty good squad. Let's just fight off the injuries and we'll be good. Jim C with the $2 super. Thanks so much, bro. Yeah, injuries are rough, man. It sucks. Especially with the Chargers. It's like, man, we got 2 all-pro tackles and they're both out. Replayed it over and over. Yeah, man, I don't know why they do that. It's like, for like the non-contact ones and while they're trying to figure out like what happened, okay. But when it's like brutal like that and it's very obvious like what happened, it's like, guys, I don't want to see somebody, break their leg in half over and over. It was the same with the Alex Smith one back in the day on the Chiefs when he broke his leg bad. They played that so many times and it was so fucking brutal. Dude, stop showing me this. I have trouble with like, there's not a lot of things that like kind of make me queasy, but like injury gore like that or like any type of like operation stuff, that's like, I can't watch it. I'm like, ugh. Like if I get hurt myself, doesn't bother me. But if I see somebody else get like seriously injured like that or, get cut open, I'm like, ugh, can't do it. Got TikTok. Sorry if I missed the chat. I got to bounce back and forth between you guys and YouTube. If there's anything important. Yeah, I've been going live on TikTok getting like 40 or 50 viewers, which is crazy considering I've only got like 4,000 followers. That's pretty cool. Freddie in the TikTok. What's up, bro? They shouldn't show the extreme injuries, but at least it's not like motocross where they hide it. Yeah, very true. I wish Moto would just get rid of that. I don't know why that is such a thing. Someone, anonymous, just bought 10 beers over on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The anonymous ones always trip me out, man. I really appreciate that. No, I'm the same. Don't like blood. Yeah, man, I can't. I hate it. Even in movies where it's like operation stuff, like where they're like showing somebody get cut with a scalpel, I'm like, ugh. Happens in the moment. I can deal with it, but won't watch things on purpose. Like, yeah, same. Don't have TikTok. Should I get that? Honestly, if it wasn't for, you know, this vast content empire we are building, I probably wouldn't be on TikTok. It's definitely more younger aimed. There's a few people that I follow that are pretty cool. Traffic jam blood. What about that? Yeah, I don't really like seeing that either. I think with like accidents and stuff, especially here in Thailand, it's brutal for me to see because I know what it's like to be the person laying in the road. So it sucks. I'll suck it up though. I saw a girl crash in front of 7-Eleven once and like came down and hit her chin on the pavement. And I like took my shirt off and she was split bad. So I'll help, but the whole time I'm like, what? I'm old. Okay, I keep watching on YouTube. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I feel like TikTok is kind of like, it's kind of just brain rot, to be honest. That's how I feel about it. A lot of the content. Only, dude, when it comes to Thailand content on TikTok, holy crap, dude. If I see one more TikTok of, come with me and let me show you what 20 baht buys you in 7-Eleven. Jesus Christ, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I have taken some ideas that a lot of people have done and make a video trying to like put my own spin on it, but just the copy and paste, I'm like, guys, do something different. We are going to do pretty soon. We've got it set up here in probably the next 2 weeks or so. I'm going to do like a 7-Eleven snack tour, but everybody just does the good shit. So I'm going to go into 7-Eleven. I'm going to spend like 400 baht on all the grossest stuff I can find. And we'll do it on a stream and I'll try all the like squid candy and all that shit. Oh, God. Johnny Blaze PDF ringleader. What the hell does that mean? What's up, bro? New here. I like your information videos. Car guy, what's up, bro? I'm happy to hear you like the videos. So if you don't know the way it works, how we do it on TikTok is we just take all our long form YouTube videos and cut them up and throw them on here for you guys. But if you want to see the videos in long form, to kind of just get all the stories at one time, you can head on over to the YouTube as well. We're live over on YouTube right now as well. AI slop is crazy though. Yeah, I'm glad that YouTube kind of like put a stop on it. They were like, you can make all of it you want, but we're not going to monetize people's channels. It's just AI generated garbage. So that's awesome. YouTube very commercialized and sterilized. I have a channel on there, but I find it a bit boring. Yeah, it's definitely like making content on TikTok is much different than YouTube. I feel like YouTube, you got to be a little bit more polished to have success. TikTok, you can just be a lot more like raw, day-to-day stuff, unformatted. Keep up the trolling. You know me, dude. That's the reason I wear a full face. I'd rather keep my jaw and chin. Yeah, same. I wear a full face as well. One of the worst accidents I ever had was on a BMX bike. And I was pedaling really hard to catch up with my friends who were out in front of me. So stand up, pedal, 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 pop my chain off. And I went over the bars and hit my mouth like straight on the pavement. One of the worst crashes I've ever had. So yeah, same. Full face helmet. I'm not trying to bust my chin or knock my teeth out. Search Be More Ron American Groomer. I don't think I want to search that. That sounds a little sus. TikTok is real people. Debatable. There are some people, but a lot of TikTok too at the same time. It's kind of like, I know you're not like that. Show your love to Tempus and buy me a coffee. Jim, I appreciate it, man. All right, guys. So as you can tell, we have switched some things up on the stream today. Somebody mentioned in a comment, it's not the first time I've gotten it. Somebody mentioned in a YouTube comment the other day how, quote unquote, stupid content creators are. Now, I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world by any means, but I do not think I'm stupid. So today, we have set up some stuff. We're going to do a few tests. I'm not going to do it right now. We'll get into it a little bit later. But I'm going to put myself through 3 or 4 different tests. You guys are going to be here for it. So we're going to see if YouTubers are really stupid. It's going to be good. I did a little test stream yesterday, so it should work well. But if you guys are here and if we switch it over, we're going to put the tests on screen so you guys can see that I'm doing it legitimate. If for some reason the stream lags out or anything like that, just hop out or let me know in the chat. Be like, yo, lagging out, blah, blah, blah. Then we'll hop out. I'll restart the stream. It should work okay. I tested it yesterday. We only got to like 7 or 8 CPU usage. So should be okay. Freddie, my man. Became the #1 fan in the fan club. Thanks so much, bro. Guys, sorry if I like TikTok. I am still completely brand new. I don't really know how anything works. And if I'm not keeping up well, I apologize. We're just kind of doing a test stream today. Very welcome. Seeing your content on YouTube. Very good. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. You're not stupid. You inherited your mother's intellect. Absolutely. The only thing is like your brain is definitely a muscle. And there's not I haven't really been hitting the gym to say the least for the past, I haven't been in school. And so I got out when I was a junior. I was class of 09, so that's 2008. So 17 years since I've been in school. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Bajan, greetings from Wahin. Matilda, how's it going? Need an assistant like a hot one that jumps on a trampoline. I could feel that experience. Man, I can't wait till we get to the point where I can just hire an editor. It'd be so awesome. Not that like my videos are super intricate or anything like that, but I find myself like filming and writing stuff like scripts and stuff to film. That's super easy for me. The thing I find myself having to be like, yo, do it now is when it comes to editing. So if I could just have an editor and I could just brainstorm ideas, film ideas, send it off, that would be awesome. We're not quite there yet though. Takes hours though, people don't appreciate. Yeah, I mean, some of these videos, like it might not seem like it, but as soon as you start doing some content creation of any sort or any type of editing, certain people, you'll notice like, wow, this is a lot of work. One Thailand creator that might not seem like his videos are super intricate, but they are, is Patty Doyle. Like when he does his motorbike tours and stuff, all those different shots he's got all over, he's got 4 or 5 different cameras. He's using the drone. He's getting the street shots of him driving by, like just managing footage from like 4 or 5 different cameras and getting it all, Jesus, and getting it all sequenced properly in an edit. That is so much work. Do you use ChatGPT? Very good for SEO and description. So I use ChatGPT a bit for that stuff, like writing descriptions. Most of what I use it for is just brainstorming. It's like the best thing for brainstorming ever. So I use it quite a bit in like the pre-filming parts. And then if I have like my outline for what I want my script to be, I'll throw that in the ChatGPT, optimize it. A big one that I use it for is to highlight like any language or any subjects we should avoid, because you can just upload the YouTube terms of service into ChatGPT, and instead of trying to read that 160-page thing yourself and understand everything, you can be like, look, here's the terms of service. Here's what we want to do. Is there anything in here that's a violation? That's a great way to use it. Channel has grown a lot. I started watching when you had like 2K subs. Nice job. Keep it up, Tempus. Jim, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for sticking it out. It's pretty crazy. You know, the one thing about YouTube that can kind of get you caught up is there's like never an end goal. You know what I mean? It's like when you first start, you're like, man, okay, I got to get to 1,000 subscribers. Then you get to 1,000, you're like, okay, I got to get to 10,000. Get to 10,000, you're like, all right, I got to get to 50,000. So it's got to keep yourself honest. I do catch myself sometimes like, man, I wish I was further along, which of course everybody does in any, you know, profession. But it's like, dude, come a long way since we started. I really appreciate it when I look back at like my first year of videos. It's like very apparent I had no idea. ChatGPT is a great tool, but it's not art or a solution. Yeah, I always look at it as like an accent. You've got to still kind of, you got to coordinate it, but I can use it to do all the heavy, like the heavy lifting, you know? Great thing about TikTok is the community and friendship amongst some of us. Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I don't spend a whole lot of time on here. 100% my focus is more over on YouTube, but over the past like 2 months or so, I've been trying to get over here a bit more, you know? My wife have TikTok like every ties, but over my DB, only blah, 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 and billions of pictures. Yeah, I mean, I catch myself swiping through a lot more compared to what like I'm actually watching. Thoughts on some of the YouTube channel growth courses from some of your ThaiTube peers? I honestly don't know anybody personally who's doing a growth course. There's only like maybe 2 or 3 like Thailand content creators that I would consider like a friend or that I know personally, you know? Do you watch sports? It's hard to get access to North American sports while living in Thailand, like trying to watch an NFL game. It is a nightmare. I do love sports. I end up just watching a lot of highlights and stuff the next day. It's really hard for football. It's a little bit easier for baseball because the game times are spread out a little bit more. But yeah, I think like the only games that are like pretty reasonable to catch NFL wise is like Sunday night football. If the game starts at like 5, that's like 7 a.m. here. So you can go somewhere, and there are places that open that early to show sports, but it definitely takes some more work. I was kind of referring to Keys One, Tripping with George. They have a YouTube creator course. So I know Keys personally. I didn't know he had a course actually. I mean, he's got the results to have info. You know what I mean? He grew really fast, especially in like his first 2 years. So I haven't looked into the course personally, but he's definitely got the results to justify having knowledge on how to grow your channel for sure. Especially because, you know, he's found success. He found a way to have success in a niche that was already like pretty established, and that's hard to do. If you come out and you do something that nobody else is doing, and of course, if it's interesting, it's relatively easier to grow. But to come into a niche where there's already a decent amount of people and stand out enough that you still grow, that's hard to do. I mean, especially in like the first 2 years that I started, there's a lot of things that I still like do frequently or like do in almost every video that like Keys gave me insight on, especially when it comes to like, uh, what's the word? Like, I guess like charisma on camera. certain ways to talk, you know what I mean, to make you sound a little bit more fluid, inclusive, things like that. Victor, thanks for the follow, my man. Man, Panthers beat the Cowboys too. I kind of feel bad for the Cowboys this year. Offense is really good. They're just getting it sucks for a team to regularly put up like 30 points and still lose. Dead Horse is one of my favorite. YouTube, very hard working, no fancy editing. I think I've seen a few of his videos, but I haven't like watched religiously. Big Moms with the $10 super. Thank you so much. Shouldn't have traded Parsons. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just like one of those things, like, I think it's hard to kind of have somebody micromanaging the things that you got hired for, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'd imagine for those coaches, it's probably pretty annoying having Jerry Jones like up in your business all the time. How often do you encounter other digital nomads? I know there are a lot of retired Westerners in your area, but curious about digital nomads. I feel like I'm seeing more now than I did when I first got here, especially, but it's hard to tell. You know what I mean? If I see some younger guy sitting at the coffee shop on a computer, I can't tell just by looking at him if he's a digital nomad or maybe he's just on vacation doing a little bit extra work. But in Pattaya, I feel like I've seen more people around my age for sure. Slow Horses is good on Apple Plus. I don't think I haven't watched anything on Apple Plus or anything like that. I think the only streaming site that I have right now is Netflix, and like I'm gonna cancel that pretty soon too. It's just there's nothing good anymore, man. Like those first like 3 years when Netflix really took over, anytime they made like a Netflix show or anything, it was always super good. Now it's just too much. There's like 40 new shows a month, it feels like. So even if one's good, I never end up getting to it. My TV is YouTube. I'm pretty much the same. Yeah, most of the time I'm watching YouTube. Too much slop now and they always get canceled, right? It's just like, I don't know what's going on with just writing when it comes to TV shows or movies anymore. It just seems like nobody wants to make anything good. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back. The coffee has taken hold. Quality geezer and almost in a documentary style. I don't know what that means. Is it too hot to walk outside for like 1 hour? No, it's hot. It's, I think I've gotten more used to it now, but I feel like there's like one time a year from like March to April before it starts raining in the summer, it's hot. Everything's reboots. It's like the 90s for apps, still great. Still great shows, but you have to wade through so much crap. True. Yeah, and the reboots so many of them are just like, they're just like nostalgia grabs. There's no like real writing. They don't even try to like reboot the writing that made the first movie good. You know what I mean? I really noticed it when I watched the new Ghostbusters. The original Ghostbusters was so good because of those characters, like all those guys, you know, interacting with each other. That's what made Ghostbusters good. The story itself was okay, but with the new one, it was just they didn't try to like build the characters at all. There's no connection. Like that's what makes shows and movies good is when you connect with the characters. Either you hate them or you love them or you're rooting for them, or, you know, or whatever it is. That's what makes them good. But that's just like not a thing now. There's no character building. You channel on a motorbike. I'm so confused, Freddie. Writing 101. Exactly. It's like the people have to care about the characters to care about the story. And that just doesn't seem like it happens anymore. Yeah, it's like in the past like 2 years, like what movie has come out that was good? Oppenheimer was pretty good. Warfare, if you guys have seen Warfare, that's a good movie. But it's like when it comes to like Hollywood, I just don't, nothing, dude. Filmed. All right then. Same noodle, same container YouTube. Okay. I like the horror movies. Do you have any favorites? I feel like those have really fallen off too. I mean, the last, what was the last like good horror movie? I mean, Hereditary. Hereditary was good. Midsummer was good. I feel like the last like horror movie that like legitimately scared me was the original Insidious. The original Insidious. Sinister was another one with Ethan Hawke. Got to go to Japan or South Korea. First that now. The Empty Man was scary. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, I actually saw a clip of this on Facebook yesterday or like the day before. The clip where all the people are dancing around the fire and it like goes up, the fire goes up all crazy, and then he looks back over at the group and they're all just staring at him and the fire's out and they start chasing him. That was a little sus. Yeah, I'll have to watch that one. Not too long ago, I caught an Isan horror movie that was actually pretty decent. Yes, bro. If you have ever seen PMOC, I think it's like they're all pretty good, but like the first ones are more scary, and then they kind of start getting into like scary but also funny. I think it's like the second or third one, PMOC 2, PMOC 3. It was great. I loved it. Conjuring didn't really do it for me. Like it was pretty good, but I didn't really like think it was scary. Sir William Elliott. What's up, dude? I saw a trailer today and like a Predator was the good guy. Predator like Alien versus Predator or Predator like Predator? I hope it's the former. That's enough. Actually, the new Alien was pretty good. What is it, Romulus? Was that the newest one? That wasn't bad. I was pleasantly surprised. The Presidency is the most scary movie of our lives. Okay, this is a safe space. We don't do politics here. Just FYI. FX TV show was pretty good. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I think, yeah, it's Romulus, right? Yeah. Came out last year. This one was pretty good. Why was it pretty good? Because they take like the first 20 minutes of the movie and they introduce the characters. So you actually give a shit about the characters. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I think a good story of YouTube, the backstory of what happens for a lot of these girls that soy 6. Plenty of people out there making that content. Steve Tropics, what's up, brother? FX, what about the alien show on Hulu that was filmed in Thailand? Did it get any hype out there? I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Alien Earth? Yeah, I've never even heard of this. Maybe I'll have to check it out. I don't have Hulu, but I'm sure I can find it somewhere, if you know what I mean. Just came to hit the like. Take care. Alchemist, I appreciate that. Pop in, pop out. Get her done. It was good? All right, bet. I'll put it on the list. Backstory of their life, the village, their farm. Yeah, I suppose that could be pretty good. I don't think a lot of those stories probably aren't super interesting, though. Alien news is heating up. What are we talking about, guys? What the hell are we talking about? Rift. What would be your dream car? Oh, man. You got to, like, narrow it down. You got to, like, give me a budget. That's just any car in general is kind of broad. Because it's like, would I want, like, a $300,000 car? Or would I take that $300,000 and buy, like, 4 cars? So you, like, you got to put it in a budget. Freddie, thanks for the likes, bro. Appreciate it. You want to believe, right? Now I'm thinking about cars, man. So for like less than let's say like less than 100 grand. So 100 grand or less. One car. Probably I don't know. Is it 100 grand or less MSRP? Or like, can I get a second hand for 100 grand or less? I would probably go second hand, and I would probably look for like maybe like an RS4 or like an RS6 wagon. I think you can get those for about 100 grand. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like 100K doesn't go very far anymore if you're talking like MSRP. .50 Mustang out here is a 100K car. Yeah, I think it's more than that. It's probably like 120, 130. For me, Subaru WRX STI 2.0. So a legit JDM Subaru. Those are cool cars. If I was going to be in like that realm, so I'd imagine like the JDM, like a clean one, probably goes for like 30 grand now, 30 or 40 probably. I would get a really nice S2000, probably, a Honda. Now, if you're talking like any budget, but I have to get one car, probably some type of Pagani, probably. NSX is cool too. What the hell was that? Freddie, Thanks, bro. I'm sorry, I don't know what any of that means. Rose into gifts gallery. Sick. Thanks for the roses, Freddie. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. I assume it's a good thing. Yeah, NSX, but I would want the old one, of course, the 90s NSX. Have to be the Type R. And I think those probably, I can't imagine what those go for now. I'm sure they're not cheap. Richie Rich. Right. If you told me any budget, but I have to spend it on one car, probably a Pagani. What do you think of the documentary the BBC made? I wasn't crazy about it. I think they had a narrative that they wanted to push before they even started making it, and I think they sought for things to reinforce that. There's parts of it that I agree with, and there is, you know, like parts of that industry that are shitty, but the way that they try to frame it, that either one, that everybody is coming here to do this, or that everybody working in that industry doesn't want to be there, I don't agree with that. I think that's way too black and white for the situation. BBC did what BBC does. Right. So I'm not surprised. That's just like a Western legacy media thing now, man. Just looking for affirmation. And I feel like so many news agencies anymore, it's not about like, okay, we collect the facts, we distribute the facts, and then we let our viewers interpret that. It's kind of like, oh, well, we think this is what the narrative is, so we're going to cherry pick certain things to make it look like that. And I know a lot of the like content creators that were involved in that, they did say like they edited it crazy and like took things out of context. But yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't agree with a lot of it. What about a Nissan GTR? Any thoughts? So an older GTR or a new one? Like an R35? Or, I mean, dude, like if you're talking actual GTR, you might be able to get like an R32, maybe an R33 for like 60 to like 80 grand. But if you're talking like R34 or R35 GTR, you're for sure paying over 100 grand. You want to talk about a flex in Thailand, an R35 GTR, that is a big boy car here. It's like 300 grand. Would you buy a car there? Yeah, for sure. I would, yeah, if I was buying a car here though, I would buy something that was distributed like locally. I wouldn't get an import just because of the duty tax, but they have a lot of cool cars here. The one I would probably want to get if I'm looking for just like a daily driver, they have the Chevy Colorados, the Duramaxes here, the like mid-sized pickup diesels, turbo diesels. I would probably get one of those. I was trying to find one in America for years, but they didn't make very many of them, and they're so expensive back home. They're actually pretty affordable here. You can get a nice one for like 5 or 6 grand. Found an R33 for sale out here for like 60K. Maybe like a GTST. I would imagine for that cheap, it can't be a GTR. I feel like now the 33 is kind of like the GTR stepchild. I feel like most people either want a 32, a 34, or a 35. I like the 32 body style the most. I mean, the 34 is sick, but I like how the 32s look. Mustang's a good car, man. I would not mind a 5.0 Mustang. Legit GTR, I saw it at the track day this past weekend. That's crazy for 60 grand. But I mean, if you think about it, it's still wild. That's 60 grand, you know? 90s, 6-cylinder, turbo. Like, the only thing with like those cars now, it's like, when you go and spend that money and then you're sitting in the car and like driving, it's still like a, you know, like an economy like shitbox in all reality. There's not like Chad used to talk about that with his Evo. He's like, yeah, it's cool, it's an Evo, but it's not like crazy fast. And he's like, at the end of the day, it's still like a 90s Mitsubishi. You know, like when you're inside of it, it doesn't make you feel like you're in a $40,000 car. Yeah, 90s interior, 90s gauges, you know what I mean? So it's like, spend 40 grand. The only like way I think I would justify that, it was like, if I had 100 grand to spend. It's like, okay, get an Evo for 40 grand and then spend 60 grand building it. And then you can make it sick as fuck. But for 40 grand and just kind of leave it as it is, it's like, but then you're also torn because you're like, oh, it's, you know, do I want to keep it original so it holds value really well? Or do I want to get it where I actually like enjoy it more? So that's the game you play. I like Evos, but I would have to be like super balling to get one. And I would probably get like an Evo 6. I wouldn't want to own any imported car out here for a daily driver. Way too hard to get parts for maintenance and impossible to get first class insurance on a car that's more than 10 years old. Yeah, for me to get an imported car here, I would have to be like absolutely balling. But for daily driver, I would definitely buy something that was distributed domestically. It is funny here, like the change on like the value of cars because of that import tax. It's like there's certain cars we see in America and you're like, all right, that's pretty cool. It's nothing crazy. When you see it in Thailand, it's a completely different deal. Like 350 and 370Zs here, see them all the time in America and they're usually shit boxes. So you're like, whatever. See them here, it's like $120,000 car here. So you're like, what the fuck? Looking at Toyota Fortuners and Hilux pickups. Yeah, so I think Keys has a Hilux. And yeah, the Fortuners are sick, dude. Those, especially the newer ones, they're super trick. I like those and the Everest, the Ford, they're nice too. Not want to own a car in Thailand at all. Roads are horrific. My girlfriend's BMW has been sideswiped by motorbikes twice in the past year. I'm not surprised by that at all. My motorbike gets swiped just in the parking lot down here. So I'm not surprised by that. That's why if I was going to get a car here, it would be like a truck or an SUV so you can deal with the roads. Having like a lowered car here would be such a nightmare. It's funny though, because it's only really like that here. Even in like a lot of places in Bangkok, the roads aren't terrible. There are places where they're awful. But then like you start going up north of Thailand, the roads are super nice. The roads in Isan are super nice. Damn, we got 569 likes on the TikTok. What the hell? Shout out to whoever ran that up. Taking a ride in an Alphard yet. Baller ride? I don't even know what that is. Toyota? Oh, the vans? Yeah, those are sick. Yeah, those are super trick. Yeah, when I went to what was it? Underup Connection Thailand in Bangkok. There was like the whole front lot. The whole front lot was all like different types of cars, and then the whole back lot was just hundreds of those vans. Some of them were insanely trick. Got any big future plans other than the new PC? So the timing for my future plans is not necessarily working out great. So with my visa, I gotta go somewhere every 6 months. So I gotta do that around December. I also want to move to Bangkok, which would be in like January. And during all this time, I also want to get a PC so we can upgrade these streams. They're all kind of landing back to back. Individually, none of them are a big deal. but I got to find a way to make all three happen. And of course, the priority would have to be, me remaining legal and moving to Bangkok. So we'll see how it kind of works out over this next month or two. But probably like middle-ish, end of November, I want to go to Vietnam. And then I think my lease is up here at the end of January. So that's when we would be looking to go to Bangkok. So we got to get deposits together, all that shit. I'm on the DTV. Met one guy with an Alphard in one of those rest stops lowered on HREs with AP racing brakes. Yeah, some of them are super trick. I like that like sound systems are still a thing here too. Like you don't really see like people with like woofers and stuff in America too much anymore. So some of those vans that were at Under Up, they were super trick. Like 15, 12s in the back, all glass cased, super cool. Vietnam, I'll be there in November. Vietnam is dope, friendly people, and amazing food. Yeah, I'm excited to go. I'm excited to check it out. That'll be super cool. We'll just have to, we gotta kind of play it by ear on like how I have to go regardless. Hopefully I'll be able to do all those things in that span. It just depends on how we do on the channel over the next couple months. Cam Scataboo, man. It's been a beast, dude. ASU. Shout out ASU. He's been awesome. I don't think he's gonna last very long if he keeps playing like he has been though. Running backs already have short careers and he's just, I love it. I love watching him play. Toyota commuter vans out here with the trick systems and interior light shows are rad. Yeah, I've seen some crazy ones. And those vans by themselves are not necessarily cheap. So those guys have like dropped some coin on them. I've been in some cool ones too, doing like trips and stuff. Ones that like guys use for taxis. The ones that got like all the mirrors and all the like strip lighting and everything in there. It's like being in somebody's house. Super awesome. Do you see more expats now? Yes and no. It's like one of those things where you like don't really notice unless you're looking for it. You know what I mean? It's like rarely am I out and about and being like, he looks like an expat. He looks like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to say. Like how the mini truck scene is still alive and well. Yeah, for sure. I love the old little Datsuns and stuff. That would be a car I would consider for like an extra like cool car. With some little single cab, tiny little Datsun. That would be sick. I found it's hard to make good friends there. What has worked for you? You gotta like, from what I've learned, you have to make an active effort to try to meet people. At least if you want to, like meet people outside of the bar. If you want to go out and party and meet people, it's super easy. Just go to the bar, be friendly. But anything else, you like got to look for hobbies, got to look for people that'll be interested in like-minded stuff, and got to be outgoing. Got to, actively try to make friends with people. It can happen by accident, but it's going to be much less likely as opposed to if you're like, hey, I'm new here. I'm looking for some friends to hang out with. What do you guys do here? You know what I mean? What about an electric scooter? Do you need a license? I would imagine so. If you're going to drive it on the road, I would imagine you need a license. My Amigo was great, 1K sold. What the hell does that mean? To make friends in Thailand, you can do hobby activities, play music, do sports, etc., whatever you're into. Yes, absolutely. That's the way to do it. Find some hobbies that you enjoy. That's just a very easy way to connect with people. If you're obviously both interested in the same thing, that's an easy in, Guys, coffee's getting to me. I'm going to use the restroom again. I'll be right back. Amigo is like sidekick, but it was a flop. I know what amigo means. I just didn't know what you meant by 1K sold. I missed my 92 Isuzu pickup. Nice. Yeah, Isuzu pickups are a big deal here. The D-Maxes are cool. If it wasn't for the Chevy Colorado, that's the truck I would want, is a D-Max. Got the truck for 500 bucks, ran great. Ironically, bought a Ford Ranger for 500 bucks as well, and it's been going for the last 8 years. When I grew up in Arizona, so many of my friends got like beater $500 to like $1,000 Ford Rangers, and we used to go out and beat the shit out of them, and they just never stopped going. Oh, do you mean amigo like Isuzu amigo? Is that what you're talking about? Only 1K sold supposedly in America. Those are cool. That's like the SUV, right? Yes. Okay. I know what you're talking about. My bad. Yeah, those were cool. I think my mom wanted one of those when I was a kid. Danger Ranger. Exactly. And a lot of people say like, oh, we beat the shit out of them. And they mean like going out through mud holes and shit. Like, no, we beat the shit out of them. Jumping them, going through like 3-foot deep whoops at like 60 miles an hour. And they just wouldn't break. It was crazy. I'm going to take a little smoke break, guys. What the hell? Oh my God. I just broke that fucking... God damn it. Whoops. I'm going to have to pay for that. It's not even mine. I broke the fucking vase. Wait, I've got super glue. It might be all right, actually. It broke really clean. I've got some crazy super glue. I hit it and bumped into it with my fat ass. Whoops. That's what I get for trying to go smoke a cigarette like a dirtbag. Just like mini trucks. Yeah, I used to not be crazy about them, but as I've gotten older, they've grown on me for sure. How old is your mom? Can't say it, bro. Can't say. I'm not going to out her like that. 50 something. That's as far as I'll put it. Could be 51. Could be 52. I can't believe I just fucking broke that thing. It's not even mine either. It was in the condo. If I have to pay for this fucking thing. It's not bad though. It broke super clean to the point where if I glue it, you might not even notice. We shall see. Put it right there so we don't do that again. Fucking idiot. You're a great son. I do my best. I do my best. Jesus, it's fucking bright. Can you get vehicles at a good price in Thailand, or is it not worth owning one? If you get something that was like locally distributed, yeah, for sure. You can get good. There's actually quite a few cars that are much more reasonably priced here than they are back home. But if you try to get something imported, that's when it gets real expensive. God, I still can't believe I broke that fucking thing. God damn it. It is so hot today. Jesus. It's like every day I got to go do something. It's hot as hell. On the days when I don't have to go anywhere, super nice. Ugh. One thing I already know I'm going to do in the next condo I live in, box up all the stuff they provide and just use my own shit. I know I'm probably 10K in the hole just from mugs. Yeah, it's actually a really good idea. Granted, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff in this place, but granted, like, one of the 3 things there was, I fucking broke. Luckily, it like broke like clean in half, and I've got some really gnarly super glue, so I might be able to save it. I'll just have to like super glue it and then put it somewhere where they're not likely to move it. Should be all right though, because it's like clay, you know what I mean? So it should glue pretty well. We shall see. TikTok just made me do a CAPTCHA in the middle of a live stream. What the hell? Bots must be a very big thing when it comes to TikTok streams. That's crazy. I have seen the videos of like the people doing like the TikTok sales stuff, and they're like sitting there on camera selling stuff, and then the camera turns around and it's like 200 phones. So crazy. You'd think like they'd be able to see that as like, hey, these 200 viewers are all on the same Wi-Fi. Or they're all, you know, using the same cell phone tower. You'd think, right? All right, so it is about that time. We are going to see how stupid YouTubers are. All right, so now comes the time. It's been put out there quite a bit that YouTubers or content creators in general are stupid. So we're going to put that to the test today. So as we're going through, guys, feel free to drop your guesses in the chat, but don't tell me the answer if you know before I do. All right? Our first test, Wordle. You guys know Wordle, correct? If you don't know how it works, we got to figure out the word. It's a 5-letter word. We get 6 guesses. In 6, it's pretty easy. So ideally, we want to go for 3 or 4 guesses. All right? I'm a good speller. I have a pretty good vocabulary. So we shall see how this goes. The first test and the first requirement to be good at anything is to be agile. Okay, so the yellow means that A and E are in the word, but they are not in those places. So they're somewhere, A and E are somewhere in those middle 3 letters. So we've got 2 vowels already, so that's pretty good. A and E, I would imagine it's going to be something, E-A, something, something. So would it be plural? Probably not. It's probably not going to be meets, beats, steam. Steam, but that only gets us our vowels. Steam. That doesn't, I'm not feeling good with that. All right, let's see here. This will tell us if it is if AE is the first 2 middle or the last 2 middle. Oh God, oh God. So it's something, it's AE something. Or no, it's all right, so it's something, EA, something, something. No. I'm struggling with an EA. So That second guess lets us know that EA, it's probably going to be letter, EA, letter, letter. So something like beams. I don't think it's going to be plural, though. I don't think it's going to be plural. I would imagine it's EA. It could be different, though. The A could be on the end. That's not likely. I think it's something something EA. So I don't think it's going to be beams, beams. So, and the other thing, all those gray letters we have eliminated entirely. So there's no S, there's no T, there's no M, there's no G, there's no I, there's no L. No. No. The first letter would help, big time. No. Deans? No. I don't think it's going to be plural. Weens? No. We're struggling right here. It's not going to end with A, I don't think. It definitely doesn't end with E. So it's got to be something EA, right? Peens? No. Weens? No. We're struggling, dude. Deans? I feel like that'll at least tell us if it's EA. I don't think that's a word, though. Okay. So there is another D. Blank EA. So it's something EAD. So reads? No, because we eliminated the S. So EAD. Or it could end with a D as well. We're struggling here. No S. No N. What about? Nope, no S. No M. Do we got it? No R. No D has been used. No Y has been used. I think we got it, boys. Fuck! That was it. We needed it in that guess. So, it ends with D. So something blank EAR. Okay. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. What the fuck is it? Beard? Did we guess a B? Beard. Right? It's got to be beard. We have to get it on this one. I thought for sure it was herd. Beard, curd, curd, furred, sir. That's all it can be. That's it. I think we got it. All right. So not great by any means. Not great. We should have got it in that first few guesses. But, you know, what can you do? Not great. So our next Our next, same concept. Wait. Go back. I want to play Worldle. Here we go. I think it's this one. I already did this. It's Worldle, right? There's one that's... What the hell? Here we go. All right, I got it. So same concept, but it's countries. At least you didn't fail, right? But, man, I feel like we should have got it a little bit sooner. I'm content with the fact that we got it, but we definitely should have gotten it sooner. All right, so this next one is Worldle, as you can tell. So now we got to guess the country. So it's obviously somewhere Nordic, because that looks like ice, right? I'm thinking Nordic here. Although that doesn't, I feel like all the like Norway and all those, Sweden, they're all a lot skinnier. This could also be somewhere in Canada. Quebec, maybe? Is that the Hudson right there? Is that how you spell Quebec? I'm pretty sure. Unknown country or territory. Oh, so it is a country. It's not, it said territory. So it is a country. I feel like it's Nordic. It's not Sweden. It's not Norway. You think that, ooh, actually, so it's not that flat line on the left as well. That's the Hudson for sure. Or not the Hudson, excuse me. What's the other big ass bay? I think it is. It's Canada, right? Because Alaska's right here. I'm pretty sure. Is Alaska just a straight line like that? I'm pretty sure it's Canada. Check me out. Check me out. All right. So geography, we're doing okay. It was the Alaska on the left that gave it to me. For some reason, it looks so much smaller than Canada would be, right? Can you guess 3 neighbors of Canada? Okay, so that one is Greenland. Do I just say USA or America? United States. And then what the hell is this one? So it's got to be, it's a small country, right? So that's US. Greenland, is it up north? Oh my God, we're struggling. Is it, I mean, yeah, because Greenland isn't touching, so it's got to be Russia, right? Not Russia. I was going to say that's not the shape of Russia. What else is right there? So Greenland is on the right, US is on the south. And there's Canada, there's Alaska right there. Russia is further over, so I'm thinking it's got to be like, it's either got to be north, because Canada goes way up there. We've only got one more guess. We're struggling on this one, boys. We are struggling on this one. Okay, fuck. We were doing so good. I mean, in all fairness, Russia or US and Greenland were pretty easy. That doesn't look like a country to me. I don't know what the fuck. It's got to be somewhere north, right? So what other country, because Canada goes way up north, and then somewhere in Europe has got to go way north, right? It's not Norway. It's got to be one of those Nordic countries, right? Norway is not shaped like that. Sweden's not shaped like that.
As you can clearly see, it is rotating. It is basting on its own juices as it's cooking. Not bad. Yeah, it still needs a little bit more time, but it seems like it's working. So
fuck it, I give up. I gotta give up. Oh wait, we got one more guess. Fuck, it's definitely not Norway. I knew that. What else is right there? Norway, Sweden. Fuck, I don't know. I gotta give up on this one. It doesn't even fucking tell me? Oh, that's fucked up. What is the capital city for Canada? Oh, God. As an American, I should probably know this. Denmark? Was it Denmark? Fuck. Capital city for Canada. I don't think it's Vancouver. Is it? I don't think it's Vancouver, but let's just eliminate that. Nope. It's not Toronto. Shit. I don't even know. Ottawa? I'll let you guys get that one. I would have never gotten that. All right, good job. I would have never gotten that. Can you guess where Ottawa is? It's not over here. I think it's north, right? Shit. All right, that was a total guess, but I'll take it. Can you guess the flag for Canada? Okay, I got that. Can you guess which landmark is in Canada? It's Niagara Falls, right? Yup. All right, now we're cruising, boys. Can you guess what the above landmark in Canada is called? Niagara Falls. Now we're moving, boys. Now we're moving. Can you guess the national emblem of Canada? Oh, shit. I know that's not Turkey. There's got to be like a giveaway, right? There's no maple leaf in it? Son of a bitch. I don't think it's this one. I don't think it's with the crown. I think that's like Fiji or something. Total guess. Nope. Nope. Fuck. It's that crazy coat of arms. I would have never gotten that either. What are the two most spoken languages in Canada? All right, so English and French. Moving right along. Moving right along. Who said YouTubers are stupid? Huh? How do you say my name is in English and French? Oh, Jesus. In English and in French. So, okay, my name is, obviously. And je m'appelle. Nem blanc me. Na la la sali. This sounds French to me. I'm a fucking genius, boys. I'm a fucking genius. How are we doing on the stream? Is everything good? We're not lagging, are we? French? All right, we got it. What is the estimated population of Canada? Damn, that's it? So America's got like 360 million. It's got to be like 25 to 30. Fuck, 35 plus? Okay, I should have known that. Dollar. Can you organize the 4 most populated cities of Canada in the right order? Shit. All right, so I know Toronto's big. I know. Okay, so I think Toronto 1. I think it's Montreal 2nd. Calgary, Ottawa. Fucking nailed it, boys. Fucking nailed it. I told you, we are disproving dumb YouTubers as we speak, at least on this fucking channel. I'm pretty much annihilating it. Now, can you guess the top exported product in Canada? Maple syrup would be like the stupid guess, right? What else is there? Weed? Let's see. Dude, this is a crazy one. Syrup isn't even a fucking guess. Animal, vegetable oil, articles of leather, cereal, cocoa. Oh my God, look at all this shit. I'm skipping this one. To hell with this. No way. Can you guess the size of Canada? Oh my God. Poutine, oil, trees, right? Canada's big as shit. I think it's 2 million square kilometers, right? It's I know Canada's huge. Guys, on my fucking brain power right now, I'm destroying this. I am absolutely destroying this. We murdered it, guys. We murdered it. Where can I see my results? That's it? It doesn't give me like a... Well, that's annoying. That's all right. That's all right. We crushed that. I think we did pretty well on that, right? We only missed a few. The exports. Who's really going to get the exports, the main exports of Canada? Let's be real. We got to skip that one. There's no way. This one is crazy. GeoGrid. I've tried this one before. It is so hard. I don't think I can do it. So there it is, boys. Are YouTubers stupid? I don't think so. We've actually... Hold on. Give me 1 second. Boom. We actually got some gifts on TikTok. That's pretty awesome. So I actually got a list here. Let's see. We might do one more actually. Here we go. I got the big one for you guys. So now we've got 2 nickels. Gonna move to Bangkok. Yes. Yep. The plan is end of January. That's when my lease is up here. But I also am planning on going to Vietnam. So we got to save as much money as we can. But yes, that is the plan. So for our next installment of our YouTubers Complete Retards, we've got the big one. Wizarding Wordle. All right. Can we move this? This is going to be hard to see, actually. Put this down here. And then we will... Boom. Okay. So this is a real test of intelligence. Shout out to all my millennials. So it is Wordle. Same concept. 5-letter word. We will guess certain words. And we will eliminate them as we go to figure out the secret word. But Wizarding Wordle is all Harry Potter. So this is the real test of intelligence. How well do you know your Potter? So we've got to guess 5-letter words from the wizarding world and figure out what the secret word is. So I'll let you guys pick the first word. I would say use as many vowels as you can. Actually, let's just stick with it. That's not right. Let's go with, that's honestly a terrible guess. Terrible guess. What else? This honestly might be harder than I thought. Audio, it's got to be from Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Well, there's like a Harry Potter date. Like what happened in Harry Potter on these dates? What the hell? Okay, so it's got to be Snape. All right, there's a good one. Oh, that's not good. So we've got an N somewhere, but that's it. So an N, no A or no E. So it's got to be like N-O something, right? Oh, God. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. What's another one with N? Oh, man, we're struggling. This might be way harder than I anticipated. Yeah, let's do it. Boom. Okay. So starts with a W, W blank, N blank blank. So what about Wanda? No. I. What's the goblin dude? The goblin or the little guy? The little guy is Dobby. Yeah, I was gonna say Wanda. I don't think that's right. So it's got to be something like that, though. It's got to be W-I, because they're all fake words, but they're still kind of like real words, right? Or what? That's it. It's got to be an O or an I. Oh, dude, this is way harder than I thought it would be. Let's go with W-O-N. No. Oh, dude, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Wonk? No. Wonky? Oh, God. W-I-N? We're struggling. Winska? No, there's no A. Dude, this is hard. I give up. Let's just do a random word. Wanda. Word not found. Of course. Winch? That's not right. It's not, I mean, that's a good guess, but it's not a Harry Potter word, but we'll try it. Okay. So we got W-I-N. So it's W-I-N something. No. 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 There's no S. I feel like the W-I-N fucked me up even more. Yeah, it could be N-N something, right? Winnie? I don't think that's right either. Winky? No, I don't think so. Winner. I don't think it's a double N. That would be ridiculous. What the fuck is in... Harry Potter starts with W-I-N. It's a wizarding like Harry Potter word. This is one of those ones I feel like when we get it, we're going to feel real stupid. Or at least I will. All right, let's just go through all of them. No. No. No, I don't think so. U. O. No. Wing? I don't think so. No. Winky? You think? Wingardium Leviosa, right? No. 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 Dude, this is ridiculous. We'll try Winky just to see if we can get another letter. Let's just see. Who the fuck is Winky? Who the hell is Winky? Harry Potter character. A female house elf who neither wanted freedom nor took... I do not remember Winky at all. What the hell? I feel like I'm kind of like a Harry Potter nerd. Man, Jack, good guess, bro. What the hell? Well, good job, guys. Apparently we know nothing about Harry Potter, but we do know quite a bit about Canada. So it just goes to show, not all YouTubers are retards. Yeah, shout out everybody. Shout out Jack. Jack's in the chats, man. That's crazy. I do not remember Winky at all. Granted, it's been a very long time since I read the books. I've only watched the movies, and I don't think Winky was in the movies, right? I also didn't think it was going to be like characters. I thought it was going to be like, you know, like Snitch, like things in Harry Potter. I guess that's what I get. Characters does make sense. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty good at Canadian geography, but that's it, huh? Let's see if I got any else. We've got one more, but we'll do it a little bit later. My brain is kind of steaming right now. Not bad, though. Not bad, though. That was way harder than I thought it would be. I put the Harry Potter one on there because I'm like, oh, that'll be easy. Good thing to finish on, you know what I mean? That'll be Super easy. I'll figure out Harry Potter. No problem. Guess not. Fucking Winky. What the hell? What? Sick, bro. I think we made like... Hold on. Give me 1 second. Dude, I know nothing about TikTok Live. I just went through like 6 pages. I have no idea what the hell was happening. I still can't believe the Chargers barely beat the Dolphins. We're fucked, man. We're so fucked. It's so hard to be a Chargers fan. I'm so over it. Every year. Every year. Oh, yeah, we got a good squad this year. Hired Jim Harbaugh as the best coach. Just kidding. Everybody's injured. Entire offensive line, gone. We've got like Walmart greeters playing offensive line, for fuck's sake. Dude, yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's a hard life being a Chargers fan, man. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Man, at least this year, it's like, or even the past 2 years, we're winning games in like the last couple minutes. It used to be the complete opposite. It'd be like, oh yeah, we're up by 2 touchdowns. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What do you know? We got beat again. Or drive all the way down when the game's tied, 30-yard field goal, miss it. Like, I love Phillip Rivers, but dude, he was like prototypical. Like, okay, we have to have this drive. We got to go down and at least get a field goal. Interception. Every fucking time, man. Every fucking time.
We're talking about.
Ooh. Steady growing on TikTok, boys. We just passed 4,000 followers. I don't think that's really shit on TikTok. I see people who are like, don't even hardly post, and somehow they've got 40K subs. I'm like, what the hell? Regular season champs? Yeah, well, I mean, even then. And there's been, oh God, it's like every time, first round, have a pretty good season, make it to the first round, fucking eliminated, first round. It's like, bro, we got to win one eventually. Comparison is the thief of joy. That it is. It's hard not to, especially in the social media realm. It's hard not to sometimes. That's for sure. And it's like, it's one thing when you see a channel and they have really good content and they're really talented and they make amazing videos and they have a huge following. You're like, okay, I totally get that. But then sometimes you see people and you're just like, how? I don't get it. But people watch different people for different reasons. If you try to figure all that out, you're going to drive yourself fucking crazy. I speak from experience. Makes sense, but they could just buy subs. Yeah, but usually that's pretty easy to spot. Somebody has like fake followers, because it's like you can tell by the interaction, right? You see it on Instagram all the time. You go to somebody's page and they've supposedly got 200,000 followers, but they're getting like 20 or 30 likes on their posts. Obviously, that's not true. I feel like I see it sometimes on YouTube as well. I looked at like a news company the other day, and they had like 400,000 subscribers, but all their videos would get like 400 to like 600 views. So it's like, I don't really know about that one. It's not impossible. There's some people, it's like, if you get unlucky and you have like, say you have like a ton of followers and you do like a bad run where like nobody's watching your stuff, even if you're subscribed to somebody, if you're not watching their videos, YouTube will stop showing you their videos. So there's this one creator in America. He's got like, I think almost 2 million subs, but he kind of had like a run where like not a lot of people were watching. So he's got like 2 million subs now, but he only gets like 50 to 60,000 views per video, which is still a lot. Like if I was averaging 50 or 60K per video, sick. But if you, for 2 million subs to be averaging that, that's pretty low. Skeptical for sure. Yeah, you mostly, from my experience, you mostly see it on Instagram a lot of the time, which I don't really, minus like the surface level, I don't really like get it, because it's not like you're gonna convince a brand to work with you because of your fake followers. You know what I mean? Like social media is far enough along now that brands, they don't care about your followers. They want to see like how many views, what your interactions are, how many people are actually engaging with your content. So you could have 700,000 fake followers, but if you're not getting views, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing with like YouTube. You can have 10,000 subscribers, but if you're getting 200,000-300,000 views per month, you'll still get brand deals, because that's what they actually look at. Christian McCaffrey is a beast, man. I hope he stays healthy this year. I still can't believe that Harry Potter shit was that hard. I'm kind of like mad about it. We did okay at Wordle. At least we got it right. It shouldn't take 6 guesses though, or 5, whatever it was. Ideally, want to get it in 3. 3 or less. Getting it in the first 2 guesses is insane. 3 though is pretty reasonable. We did pretty good with the Canada questions. I feel like we got lucky that it was Canada, however. Like if it was a country in Europe or something, we probably would have struggled with it a lot more. But being from the States, I feel like we kind of lucked out with it being Canada. It's not Hudson Bay I was thinking of either. It's Chesapeake Bay. That's what it is. Got it. Better late than never. That's what I always say. Ay, ay, ay. Slow day, huh? I really need to like spend a day or two and try to figure out. It seems like our lives are always one or the other. Crazy thunder out there. I don't know if there's a difference between when we do lives and it's super busy, or not super busy, but there's a decent amount of people hanging out, compared to other times when it's slow. I need to figure out if I'm like doing something different in between. I don't think so. I don't know, man. I guess it's kind of like videos. Some days you're on it, some days you're not. Part of the game. Damn, San Francisco lost this game? Bummer. Up 13-0 and still lose? That sucks. 14-0. Persica Tribe Shop not showing up 2 days late. Look, I read the calendar wrong, all right? That was my bad. That was my bad. I definitely need to get I think a more solid schedule would help too. If it's like, yo, we're live every Wednesday, or you know what I mean? I feel like that would help too. But it's like, I also don't want to get to the point where like we're streaming so much that it's boring. And like, it's hard to focus on quality content for both. Like if you're just streaming, you can put all your effort into be like, okay, we'll figure out things we can do on stream, you know. Or if you're only making videos, okay, cool. But for me, at least, it's been hard to like, okay, we need to focus on what we're going to do on the stream. Okay, now we need to focus on what we're doing on videos. I feel like I would kind of need to pick one or the other to focus on. So I don't want to just do streams once a week and it's just like, that's just fucking boring, you know? Fucking boring. But I feel like once a week, I could definitely, that gives me plenty of time to like figure out stuff for us to do, shit we want to talk about, fucking stories or video, you know, whatever. I feel like that's reasonable. I guess that would help. Schedule makes sense. Lots of work to do both. Need an assistant to do both, it feels like. Having an assistant would be amazing. I can't afford that, but having somebody to just like brainstorm ideas or like set stuff up ahead of time would be fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of, yeah, it's kind of hard to do both, but I mean, it's not impossible by any means. Can mix a bit, like could cover the news in a live stream and cut that for the long form vid. That was another thing I was thinking of is like, we could do like stuff in the stream, record that, and then I could also use that to supplement our videos as well. Instead of like trying to film and edit a new video every other day, we could do a stream and that might get us 3 or 4 videos right there. And then we could, you know, put that out there to kind of supplement in between the, you know, other ones we're doing. So yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Get a hot female. You and me both, bro. That'd be nice. No, if I get an assistant, they gotta, no distractions. Work. That's all we're here to do. Do the news in a stream? Yeah. And of course, by all means, if you guys like see any other creators or have any ideas of stuff that you think would be fun to do while we're streaming, by all means, I'm always ears. You can leave a comment or you can shoot a DM on Instagram. I can't stop playing with this fucking pen. He missed it. Puka Nakua, man, he has been crazy this year, huh? Smoke break. I can still see chat. Don't worry. Don't be scared. God damn, there's a huge storm out here. It's crazy. It's supposed to be like slowing down on the rain this time of year, but hasn't for the past week or so. You focus on the content. I can interview all the hot assistants Jack finds. Now we're talking, boys. Now we're talking. It's got to be a team effort. Got hurt today, but should be okay. What the hell does that mean? Puka and the Ravens game his ankle. What? Puka and the Ravens would be crazy. Only thing with the Ravens is like I don't really feel like they're struggling on offense. They need more help on defense. They just traded one of their best. I'm not upset that they traded one of their best edge rushers to the Chargers, but you'd think they'd be looking. Well, they did get more defensive help. They got Alohi Gilman, but can you hear the thunder out my window? Then like 5 seconds later in the stream, right? It's been crazy the past few days. Man, I don't know what happened the other day. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but down here at my condo, like at the corner of the pool, there's a Thai lady that runs a restaurant. She's an older lady, super sweet, so nice, always smiling, asking how your day is. She's super sweet. She's given me coins a couple of times to do my laundry. There's this Chinese guy that's always swimming in the pool. If you guys are on my Instagram, the guy with the fins and the goggles and the whole setup. I don't know what happened the other day, but those two got into it. She was like screaming at him and shit. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I kind of want to go down there and get the tea. Like, yo, what happened? Absolutely got fleeced. Yeah, big time. And like, Alohi is not bad, but I mean, he's older for sure. I think they're gonna make a video of this girl making somtam. They came to film it outside. They're gonna get rained on in about 3 minutes. It's weird too. The storm's coming from like the Bangkok direction. Usually it's the other way. Right? Yeah, I want to know what happened, man. Yeah, and the guy was like, I don't know what happened, but then he started yelling. He's like, "It's because I'm Chinese, huh? It's because I'm Chinese." It's like, I don't know, man. Judging from my anecdotal evidence, that lady is super nice. So I would imagine it would take quite a bit for her to yell at you. And if it gets to that point, I don't think it's because you're Chinese. Maybe it's because you're a dick. Thai people rarely just pop off for no reason. That's why with like that story we covered the other day of that guy supposed like getting punched in the mouth. Like that sounds kind of crazy. I can't imagine a lot of Thais that would just punch you in the face for no reason. But crazier shit happens, you know? So we got 7 cents in gifts from our TikTok stream. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. So it's because I'm white, huh? When will it be our time, right? When, yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, the whole like race card shit when you're obviously just being a dick. Like, really? No, it's because you're an ass. It doesn't have anything to do with what you look like. Especially Thai people, man. The vast majority of Thai people I've met, As long as you're cool and respectful, they'll be the same. A lot of the times, even if you're pretty rude and not respectful, they'll still give you the benefit of the doubt. So if you push somebody far enough to do that, like a Thai person, you must have, especially that lady, because I know she's nice. And she's not just nice to me. I see her being like that with everybody. 7 cents, yeah. Not too good. Not too good. Got to start somewhere though, right? Got to start somewhere. It is crazy that I got 600 different viewers on TikTok though. I guess if I put some, the thing about TikTok is this is obviously, like this channel's more towards people in the US or, you know, foreigners that are here. TikTok, it's like, it seems like it's mostly Thai people that end up in the stream. So I need to try to like figure out something to be more engaging for them. Exactly. Can't start at the top of the mountain. I wish, man. You and me both. I wish. I'm like right on that cusp. Right on the cusp of being, you know, pretty much where we want to be. That's almost like, it's almost more frustrating, you know, because it would be one thing if it was like, okay, we're this far in, this doesn't work at all. As opposed to like, it's not quite working, but it's not necessarily not working. We're like right on that cusp of, if I could get, you know, 30% more on average per month, we'd be a lot more comfortable. But, you know, what can you do? Just got to keep pushing. Have a Thai person translate on TikTok what you say on YouTube. So TikTok does have like an auto translation. So if like I post a video in English, it does like auto translate for people that want it to be in Thai. So that could be cool. Stand right next to you. I would love to be able to have like a translator, but the thing about it is too with YouTube, it's like I want the audience to be more from the West because you like your ad revenue depends on where most of your viewers come from. And Thailand compared to like Europe or America, Canada is far less. So if I make $1 per 1,000 views from people in America, you might make like 30 or 40 cents compared to Thailand. So I would love to have a mixture of both, but ideally if you have to pick one, it's better to try to build an audience from the West. Yeah, the translation thing, I'm not sure exactly how well it works, but hopefully it's at least good enough to kind of get a rough idea of what the video is about, you know? And there's a decent amount of foreigners on TikTok as well. Whoa. Yeah, and a big thing too is like once we can get the PC, once we get, you know, Vietnam set up, move to Bangkok set up, we can get a PC, then we can multi-stream as well. Like I can just use the computer and I can stream to YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Kick, all that stuff. We can stream one stream for everybody. So everybody can see the chat, everybody can interact. So I think that'll be a lot better as well. That way I'm not like trying to read 4 different chats and keep up with, you know, it makes it a lot easier if you can just build one stream for all of them. I tried to figure it out and get it set up. I just don't think this laptop can do it. And if it wasn't for Vietnam and having to, you know, move and all that stuff soon, I would just pull the trigger right now. I should have enough to do everything in theory, but I just want to make sure that I'm good because the move, and of course I have to go out to reset my visa. So those are obviously the most important. I think the streams being better like that will help big time, but videos wise and YouTube wise, I think the move to Bangkok is going to be the big one. I think that's going to be a lot more fruitful when it comes to content, stuff to film, shit to do. Pretty much everybody who comes to Thailand goes through Bangkok at one point. So there's a decent amount of creators up there already, but there is stuff that it really depends. I think there's still a few things where more content could be added. You know what I mean? Moving to Bangkok soon. That's where I want to be, but the wife likes the ocean, so we are in Pattaya for another year. Yeah, so I want to go to Bangkok when this lease is up. And I think it's up at the end of January, I'm pretty sure. So I like to be close to the water too, but the way that I look at it is like Pattaya beaches aren't particularly nice. So it's like I can, if I want to go to the beach and I'm in Bangkok, you know, you can pay 1,500 baht and fly to Krabi real quick. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing in Pattaya. You got to kind of travel an hour in either direction to get to like a nice beach. So in Bangkok, it's like 45-minute flight, same shit. You know what I mean? That's dope. How much do you need for all of that? Well, it's the one nice thing about Vietnam is it's not that expensive. For what I'm planning, like the price of the condo I ideally would like to be in Bangkok would probably, for deposits, that'll probably be like $400, right? 12, yeah, like $400 to $450-ish. And then plus Vietnam, probably the same, like another 400. So nothing crazy, less than 1,000. So nothing that's not attainable. I just, I've made plenty of mistakes before about counting my money and spending things before I got future money in, you know what I mean? So I figured it's a better idea, like, hey, get everything together, then start pulling the trigger. Does that make sense? I've done it a few times where it's like, I have like a sponsor video or something coming up, and it's like, okay, I've got that money coming in so I can spend this. And then something happens where that money takes way longer, or, you know, they don't want to pay as much. So it's just like, all right, learned our lesson with that. Just kind of get everything together, then worry about it. Oh, fuck. Need to convince my wife of that. Yeah, I think that's the case for a lot of people. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like I like Pattaya, but it's also like, been here for 3 years. I feel like I have made all the like Pattaya content I can. At this point, I would kind of just be like recycling stuff or updating it. It's like, I want to make new shit. So I think Bangkok is going to be good for that. And I'm a big city guy, so. Man, Buffalo, those all white and silver uniforms, those things are sweet. Kind of looks like the Raiders, but I'm about it. The silver on white is dope. It's freezing in here. My feet are cold. Oh, yeah. Man, you guys have those friends that just blow you up with fucking memes and reels. I've got 3 or 4 buddies. It's like 4 a day. And even if they are funny, you kind of just stop watching them after a while. What can you do? Do. Oh shit, I just got the email. We just hit 18,000 subs. Pretty sick. Are you gonna focus? That says 18,000. So shout out 18K. Next top 20. I would love to hit 20K by the end of the year. That's going to be our goal. 20K by New Year's. Let's shoot for that. That's why I have to be careful sending one a day, right? Like I try to keep it like the real cream of the crop. Only send the best ones, maybe one or two. Like I have one buddy, I open up his DM and it's literally like 10 or 12 reels. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna watch all these. 18K, right? Next stop, 20. Gotta get 20. I think 20 is where you really start to open up with like brand deals and stuff too. They like to see 20K. 20K looks a lot better than 18K, even though 18K doesn't look a lot better than 16K, right? It's disrespectful, right? Dude, you're blowing me up, man. You're blowing me up. And if you ever send me like an important message, I might not open it because I'm so used to you just spamming me with reels. Time is more important. Debatable, but it's like I already watched so many, like waste so much time on reels and stuff anyway. The last thing I need is an excuse to watch more. Just relax. What is today? Monday? I gotta do my 90-day report soon too. I'll probably go drop that off today. It's always something. Even on a quote-unquote long-term visa, you're still doing visa stuff constantly, I feel like. Oh, actually, we need to check. Still chilling. Still chilling. Oh, God. It is going to rain like a motherfucker. Just submitted all of my LTR paperwork last week. Hope I get to switch to those annual reports instead of the 90 days, right? It's like, it's not a huge deal, but 90 days goes by quick. You're like, man, it's just always, there's always one on the horizon. It's more for me, like I get anxiety about being afraid that I will miss a date or that I'll think I'm supposed to do it by this time when I was actually supposed to do it by this time and get in trouble. That's the only part that I don't like. It's not really like the process itself. It's me worrying that I'm like, oh, I'm going to get the dates wrong and I'm going to fuck something up. And when you have bigger gaps, you have more time to wiggle. The nice thing about the 90-day report is you get 2 weeks before and a week after. So you've got that 3-week span of 90 days to where you can do it. I'm glad it's not just like you have to do it the day before 90 days or the day of. If you go over, then it's a fine. That would be a bummer. So they do make that aspect pretty convenient. I feel like the Patriots are kind of like sneaky good. right? They've beat a couple people. Carolina won too. It's like these past 2 weeks, there's been a bunch of like random upsets. Let's go look at the scores real quick. I looked this morning, but I forgot who beat who. Hurry up. Yeah, Giants beat the Eagles, which is crazy. Chargers won. Patriots beat the Saints. That's pretty standard. Colts beat the Cardinals. I think that's who weren't the Colts favored by like 14.5 points or something? I think I got the Cardinals to cover that. That the Cardinals will still lose, but I didn't think they were going to lose by 15 plus points. Seahawks beat the Jags. Panthers beat the Cowboys is pretty crazy. Bucks beat the Niners. Packers won. Chiefs won. Chiefs beat the Lions. That's pretty wild. Man, I had a bad week in fantasy. Luckily, this guy forgot to change his lineup. Matt Stafford only got 9.3 points, 181 yards and a touchdown. That is not good. Cortland Sutton had 1 catch for 17 yards. Cards had old man in as the QB, and Bengals have Flacco, right? Who is the Cardinals had an old man? Is what's his face not playing? Kyler Murray. I just watched a whole video the other day talking about like whether Kyler Murray is just super mid or not, which there's an argument. You see like flashes of him being super good, but other times not so much. And Kyler Murray's hurt again. That's another thing too, is he keeps getting hurt. That's the only thing with those running quarterbacks, man. Unless, you know, they're built like Josh Allen. And even Josh Allen, I would imagine as he gets a little further along in his career, those big runs will start slowing down a bit. I mean, like, look at Aaron Rodgers. That's one thing a lot of people, I feel like Aaron Rodgers doesn't get credit for. Dude used to run, like, on the regular, and was really good at it, too. He wasn't like a run-you-over guy, but if you gave him space, he would take off for sure. Oh, Jacoby Brissett. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a while. Lots of injuries this year, too. Terry McLaurin's out. CeeDee Lamb is out. Quentin Johnston is out. It's insane. Of course, there's always a lot of injuries, but I feel like this, for being this early in the season, it's crazy how many like star players are just done. Dude, man, that weed company I've been working with, the affiliate partnership I got with that new company, dude, they sent me like a care package. I tried some of the stuff they sent me last night. Holy hell. I don't smoke a whole lot anymore. It's, I got blasted. I slept really good. But yeah, it's fire. It's cheap. If you guys are in Thailand and you need it, the link will be down in the description. Tempus TV 5 at checkout, 5% off. Same day delivery in Pattaya, and they deliver all over the country. But yeah, fire. I also get a little kickback if you guys use my referral link at no extra cost. Oh God, got the coffee burps, man. But yeah, it's been cool. They sent they said they were like, yeah, well, give us your address. We'll send you a little care package. I was expecting like a few things. Nah, they sent me a box. They probably sent me like 25 different grams. Jesus. Delivery is awesome. Yeah, the delivery is really nice, especially same day in Pattaya. That's pretty sweet. But they can deliver all over the country as well. The Oregon dude. So it's like a collective. There's 5 or 6 different guys who all work together. Oh God, what time is it? Live for 2:15. All right, boys. I think it's about time for me to get my day going. I got to go drop my passport off, do all that fun stuff. Super exciting. Get to go give some more money to immigration. Awesome. I always love that. Glad you're getting sponsors. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, and the affiliate stuff is really easy to get. Like, it's really easy to become an affiliate for companies. Like, the actual sponsored stuff is a little bit harder, but we're on our way. Got to keep getting it right. Everybody who hit the super chat today or the buy me a coffee, I really appreciate it. We don't monetize these streams, so everything really helps. We got a lot of expensive shit coming up in this next couple months, but we'll get it all squared away. So thank you everybody who hit that up. As always, the links will be down in the description, or a simple like, subscribe works too. It's completely free. I hope you guys have a rad day. I will see you soon. We'll have a new video up tomorrow night if you're in Thailand, tomorrow morning if you're back home. So I will see you guys later. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I would do. All right? Peace.